I got good news. It's not possible for you to break down, die, be stripped, or torn apart before it's your time. It's not possible. So nobody exits the world 1 minute, 1 second earlier than what they're supposed to. In case you've never been told that before, you told it now. It's not possible. Everybody that dies at the time that they're supposed to. And it's not possible to make yourself live 1 second past what you're supposed to live. So all of this stuff about, things that people go through, this stuff that causes you to feel like you broke down and ready to quit. I watch somebody that's very close to me and my family who is a figure that's, scheduled to be respected. And their demise or doom or death date was scheduled a long time ago. But obviously, it wasn't that person's time. So I started to say, maybe you don't go nowhere until it's your time to go. So when anybody's threatening, whether it comes down to eating hog maws, chitlins, or eating fried chicken or something like that, I don't know if you ate salads if you'll live forever. Or if you, didn't participate in certain activities that you would just live forever. So nobody lives forever. The Bible talks about Enoch and Elijah that raptured. And those were the only two that I knew about. So if your name doesn't start with an E or you're not Elijah or Elijah, then maybe it's not about you. So the rest of us are scheduled to exit this joint via death. And that's okay. That is what it is. But you will not go 1 second earlier than what you're supposed to. I know somebody else that very close to me that faced a life and death situation, and technically they were listed as surviving it. Well, it was meant for there to still be life, because if not, the person was in a submissive position where death was inevitable. And as long as there was flames and stuff flying around and shells being released, the concept of death was right there. But I found out, and they found out because they expressed it to me and they was correct, it wasn't their time. So I said, let me see. You don't leave here until it's your time to go. So all the stress, being worried about stuff, man, if you got some fun things to do, I suggest you just go ahead and do them. And to hell with what people think or what they say. If you can't afford to do something, but you want to do something, do it. Whatever. Whatever you're going to do, just do it. I just write people off as being crazy, and that is what it is. Driving like this raggedy ass hearse just pulled right out in front of me. Sat there, I guess, for the longest and seen that nobody was coming, but maybe he was on his cheap ass cell phone or something, texting or whatever he was doing, and then just whips out right in front of me. Right in front of me. And so that's what we got to deal with. But if it was my time to go, then regardless of how ignorant he or she is, then it would have just been a force that we would have collided. I'd have got knocked into this brick wall over here, and that's all she would have wrote. But it ain't my time at that point. So I look at the situation for the most part and just say, it is what it is. So I'd rather just see a cardinal bird or a blue jay or something like that flying, or sit down and look at a Clydesdale move, or see the beauty inside of a peacock, as opposed to dealing with people. I'd rather deal with the animals. I even deal with an insect or something like that more, than have to deal with people. But anyway, everything is exactly what it is in this transition process, like I expressed before. on the move, trying to do something different. I talk with my buddy, but I'm laughing about it because my fingernails look a mess. They all chopped. Look at my finger. Cut to pieces. All of this work. Look at that. Jaggedy edge. Fingernails is a mess. But this is on me, though. Nobody's responsible for it. So I'm not taking care of myself. Maintenance and stuff is at a minimum. It's on me. It's on me before somebody wants to say, oh my gosh, you know, he's blaming somebody else. It's on me. So, transition. It's about transition. It's about people. It's about your time. When it's time to go, it is what it is. Don't worry about it either way. The Bible says, fret not. It's the shortest verse in the Bible. Somewhere in the middle. If you open up Proverbs, I don't know. Maybe somebody could tell me. I remember reading fret not, though, as the shortest verse in command going. And there's a lot of information in that. Don't worry about it. In Spanish, there's no te preocupas. Don't worry about it. It's just simply what it means. So, anyway.